Hello, ladies and gentlemen. KermMartian here with Train Simulator 2018. This is episode 9 of my Train Simulator 2018 series, KermMartian Live number 31. Welcome aboard 2K08, operating a southeastern service to Rochester. You'll be calling in Denmark Hill, Bromley South, St. Mary Cray, and then all stations to Rochester. Set the train up and depart once boarding is complete. Note, wherever you see a whistle board located at the side of the track, you must sound the horn. Very good. Here we are at London Victoria. Let's get our doors open. Let's put ourselves in the forward, kill the AWS, and we are just about set to go once we turn our headlights on. Come on, headlights. There we go. Headlights are set. I hope you all have been well. It has been way too long. So, PT says that my volume is not high enough. Stand by. Short little lag there that I probably cut out of the final video in which I adjusted my audio volume, but we're back on track. It is 7:57 in the morning and we're about to depart London Victoria, headed all the way to Rochester in our class 465 networker. I have been doing much driving of trolleys lately in the real world, so let's see if those skills are transferable into driving this train well. Brakes are off. Off we go. We are in a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit zone, so let's be careful. We could go for a perfect score, as usual. We'll see how that actually turns out. I'm not going to get too carried away with my speed yet because I have a 15 coming up in about a tenth of a mile. We have another 465 heading into London Victoria over there to our right. And our speed is slowly dropping towards 15 miles an hour. We also have a little bit of an incline coming up out of London Victoria, so that should help kill some of our speed as well. So I was saying it's been quite some time since I have played Train Simulator 2018 for a stream or otherwise. There we go, under the 15. I played a little bit of it last night, in fact, on this scenario, just to refresh my memory a bit and get a little bit of practice for this scenario. We'll see how that actually works out. This is a very challenging scenario according to the main menu. I know that we'll be following another train for at least the first part of the scenario. We'll have to be careful of speed and lights. Not run through any stop signals, for example. Oop, speeding. Yep, saw it. That's what happens. Any danger signals, I should say. Let's stick with only 3 points lost the whole scenario. That would be good. I could blame the keys for being unresponsive, but only a bad workman blames their tools. We're going into a 40 zone. We do have an amber light ahead. AWS is telling us about that. But we can get a little bit of speed on. Just a little. Just a little. We'll be careful. Although we're in a 40, there's a 35 coming up, so we should definitely stay well under 35. I'd like to stay around 30. So we can stop in case that signal up ahead is danger. Which it is, as a matter of fact. So let's kill a little bit more speed. AWS wants us to know that there is a red signal there. If it would go to yellow, that would be great. That would be great indeed. I bet that train that's passing us on our left is the reason we have this red. I think I should mute my laptop or it's going to keep dinging at us. Ooh, we have 4 people watching. Wow, that's awesome. Welcome, people. And 1 on Twitch. Incredible. Oh, right. Double amber means that the next signal is going to be an amber and then a red after that. At worst, we have a feather telling us we're going off to the left. I think full throttle is the way to go. Speed! Heading into a 45-mile-an-hour zone. There we go. And away we go. Got a nice long high-speed switch here. Go down to notch 3 as we get towards 40 miles an hour. Still dusk here in London, apparently, based on... Ooh, that was close. Based on the fact that there are still some lights on in the window of this apartment building. What do we have here? Double amber? Double amber. I will not bother cutting my speed for that, because that means the next signal is at worst a single amber. Going down a little bit of a hill here, so let's keep an eye on the speed. Well, about to go down a hill. And we will certainly pick up speed going down the hill. High-speed train chases are the best kind of chases, if we must have chases. AWS wants us to know there's a yellow ahead, and there is. Hello, train. Now we're going down the hill. Double amber. No need to cut our speed. Need for speed. Put a little braking on. AWS wants us to know. What does AWS want us to know? I can't actually see the next signal. There it is. Single yellow. AWS wants us to know about the yellow. Double yellow. And away we go. Speed. The Chatham Mainline is one that I got relatively recently. That's the one I'm playing today. Recently in terms of how many videos I've made lately. I think I got it 3 or 4 months ago at this point. So it is fun to play it. I've certainly seen it played a lot on YouTube and elsewhere by the likes of Moleman978 et alia. So what's up with you guys? What's been new? I know most of you guys, at least PT and the Last Millennial, not sure who else is there, from Double Amber, Chematech, so I mostly know what you guys have been up to. Being busy, writing code, making calculators, do cool things. But if you are another one of my viewers that I don't know particularly well, feel free to tell me what's been new. And that goes for people who are not watching the live stream as well. Got a 20-mile-an-hour zone coming up in half a mile. AWS says we have a yellow, and we do. Flashing yellow. I must admit I do not know what a flashing single yellow represents in British rail signaling. I have had very few crashes in Train Simulator. That's a good question. I generally try to avoid crashes. There is one notable crash I can think of where I went head-on into a HST in CPR R1 right as I was reaching Peterborough one day along the ECML. We're going to feather off to the left here as we head down towards 20 miles an hour. But generally I try to avoid it. I certainly don't try to do so for fun. Yes, this is a 465. Hello, Electromotive. This is indeed a 465. 465 188. We are driving along the Chatham Mainline, heading towards Rochester in what is theoretically a challenging scenario. We're currently tailing another train. Taking the next junction. Thank you. TIL. TIL. I'm much more familiar with the American signaling systems, although I think I almost prefer the British signaling system. Some of the 3-aspect signals, triple 3-aspect signals in the US can get rather confusing. Alright, we are feathering back off to the right here. Still rolling along in our 20-mile-an-hour zone. In sleepy, I'd say pre-dawn. It appears to be winter, and it appears to be an overcast morning here in London, but it is 8 a.m. already, so pre-dawn is definitely not correct. Good to have you with us, Electromotive. Are you a fan of Train Simulator and or a player of Train Simulator yourself? I'm also impressed that you knew this was a 465 just from this view of the cab window. Unless you got it from the fact that we're on Well, that Denmark Hill specifically is our next station. Going into a 45, hopefully we can put on a bit of speed. Speeding? Come on. Barely. AWS wants us to know we have an amber, and we do. And it is a single amber, so our next signal may be a red. Let's not get too carried away. Quarter of a mile to the next signal. We shall see if we see a repeater. That gives us a clue. I'm going to go into full service just to be safe, because I think I do see a red ahead. That's good. Full service. Step 2, rather, should do it from here. AWS, yep. I know almost nothing about NSW signaling. What do you like about it? Also, 465 is your favorite EMU. That is high praise. Not sure what my favorite EMUs are. I feel like from the frequency that I ride them, it should be Metro North's M8 EMUs here in the States. New York specifically. Well, I guess for that matter, it should probably be some of my favorite subways, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually love them. I have too many negative associations with MTA's delays and problems in those particular EMUs. Here we wait at signal VS427. Hello. Probably for this 375 that's passing us. Screenshots. Screenshots for days. Excellent. Everyone has to have screenshots. There we go. There's our amber. And away we go. Still in a 60 zone. Let's see if we can make it all the way into Denmark Hill Platform 4. Well, we must be able to, because our next signal is at the end of the platform. Superb. Ladies and gentlemen, our next station stop will be Denmark Hill. Please make sure you have all of your personal belongings as you depart. Thank you for riding Network Rail today. Unless by the time you're watching this, another company has taken control of the Chatham Mainline, or the British rail system has been re-privatized. Or rather, re-unprivatized. Oh, 4 car stops actually at the end of this platform. Well, you know what? In the interest of not being late, let's just stop. We're early. That's good. Doors are open. We are 22 seconds early to Denmark Hill, Platform 4. Screenshots for years! Excellent. I agree with the last millennial. Screenshots for years. There I am. What a nice tie I have. I don't look very pleased, though. I look kind of bemused, I think. Double amber, we are cleared out of the platform here at Denmark Hill as soon as everybody finishes getting on our train today. I apologize if all the excellent city noise outside my window is coming over the stream/video. Consider it making the urban environment in Train Simulator just more authentic. Time limit is bonus, doors are closed, off we go. I should have released the brakes a little bit sooner. Interesting, that makes sense. That is actually quite intuitive. That's a great question, Last Millennial. My headlights are asymmetrically on because we can get different headlight brightnesses by putting on combinations of the narrow and wide headlights. And my understanding is that there are rules and regulations around which you need to use for nighttime running, daylight running, you know, weather, like stormy weather, etc. Going into a 40-mile-an-hour zone, so let's be careful. I think the last signal I passed was a single yellow, so let's also not go through this red here. This potential red here. Can't actually see if I have a signal, because it's in 0.14 miles. Well, AWS certainly thinks we should be aware. That's a yellow. We're okay. Let's keep going. No, they're not the ones that flash back and forth. UK trains do not have the requirement that the FRA in the US has imposed on trains, that they have flashing ditch lights that flash when they go through grade crossings. Fun fact. Fun fact indeed. We had a double amber, so this will be at worst a single amber. So I'm just going to keep rolling along at 33. Yes, AWS, I hear you. Sound my horn to warn these people back from the platform edge. Although there's a regulation about that too, sounding your horn unnecessarily. Ah, that just went to a double amber as we went past, so we're clear through the next signal as well. That would indeed be very cool, the flashing though. I feel like that would be attractive, if perhaps a bit distracting. AWS. This is a nice little neighborhood here. Seems like a fun place to be. If you lived in these apartments off to the left, you could watch trains go by all day long. I suppose you'd have to get used to the noise, but if you're a train buff, I don't think that would be too challenging. Last signal was still a double amber, so I think full power. Ah, that was a ding. So we actually have greens. Hooray. And we have a speed limit coming up. That's what that was for. It's a 40. Power down. And start slowing down. Step 1 should get us at 40 in time, I think. That sounds like excellent multitasking, iPhoenix. It's obvious which one you should pick. Hint, it's this one. I heard Google I.O. had a very cool demonstration of their assistant making semi-autonomous calls and scheduling appointments and stuff. That was a little fast to take that point, but oh well. I saw it bounce a bit going over the points. Now we're back in a 50, so power up. Google I.O. is nowhere near as cool as trains, that's for sure. That is for true. Just about reaching 50 miles an hour. So we shall be cautious in the interest of not speeding. AWS says ding, we have a green. We have a proceed. Or clear if you prefer, depending on what you like to call your signal aspects. 46 miles an hour. Our next station stop will be Bromley South in 5.5 miles. Going down a bit of a hill, so let's watch the speed. I'm loving those AWS dings. TPWS ramp just underneath us. Notice that we have a third rail here, but not a fourth rail. That's interesting. And completely logical. Stand back, ladies and gents. AWS. There's our clear. Oop, we're about to speed. Oof, just caught it. Just caught it. The hill. Hello, John Bush. Great to see you again. It's been far too long since I've streamed, as you know, John Bush. Train Simulator AI. Well, actually, Train Simulator does have AI. All the other trains in the route are being driven by the AI. They're not pre-programmed to, you know, with any particular throttle and brake positions. They're just told where they need to stop and when. And there is a, I mean, AI is totally the wrong term for it, but there is a set of heuristics that makes them do what they need to do to get there on time and obey signals and all that good stuff. 40 coming up, by the way. Yep. Gotta love the two-tone horn in the 465 and similar British locomotive, British EMUs. I'm always interested why British trains get two-tone horns. Yeah, I know, I see the speed limit. And American trains just get single-tone horns. I'm jealous. I am jealous indeed. AWS says ding is literally the best thing. The best thing for AWS to do. Well, since I need to sound my horn for whistle bores later in the scenario, apparently, I guess we should indeed be aware of making some fun sounds with our horn. What's your favorite route in Train Simulator Electromotive? If you have one. If you have one, indeed. I suspect you do, though. I think most people do. Mine is either London to Brighton or the Northeast Corridor from New York to New Haven. Not that anyone asked, but it is. 3.66 miles, and we're in a 60 until Bromley South, platform 4. You got it, iPhoenix. See you soon. TPWS. That's those little grill-shaped things in the middle of the track, by the way. There's a road off to our left. Very exciting. As my Minecraft peeps know, AWS, just like straight line mining. So exciting. So far, so good on the Chatham Mainline. No big problems. Cross our fingers and hope that continues. AWS. I suppose some of these rush hour trains, like the one we're likely on, are stored in those sidings we just passed off to our left. Hovering right underneath 59, 60 miles an hour, so that's good. Going up a hill, so I think a little bit more power is de rigueur. I might be wrong, however. We do not want to speed. Got a 40 and a 60 coming up. I shall be aware of that. What's new in the world of trains? I feel like every time I start talking about interesting things like what's new in the world of trains, I end up passing signals and speeding and missing whistle boards and all that good stuff. For a good engineer or operator should focus on the task at hand, but I do like to try to keep the stream a little bit interesting by not just talking about what I'm doing. Hello there, other train, other 465. There is a, yep, AWS, I see it. Thank you. Double amber, I believe. Yes, that is a double amber. Next one will be a single amber at worst. And I don't really, yep, there it is. I don't think I need to power down yet. We do need to get to that 40, but we have room. Actually, yes we do, because that was a single amber. I'm going to go for full service, because we don't want to spad. Signal passed at danger, by the way. Let's see what this repeater says. I cannot see it yet. That is a horizontal bar. We have a red ahead. AWS. Alright, that's plenty. That's plenty slow. In fact, I'm going to pull up to the signal a little bit more. I believe at Bromley South there's a diverging line, so we probably are waiting for a train to cross in front of us. Probably doing that. Just keep inching up to the signal here. I hear a crane, I think. In the game, that is, not in real life. Pody, yeah, I think the voting should be over soon, shouldn't it? When does the voting end? I'm afraid I've been so busy with my day job that I haven't kept up with the contest voting very well. I suppose I should also have cast a vote at some point. Ooh, yellow. Hooray. Off we go. That worked out perfectly, just as we were stopping. Full power. But only up to 40 miles an hour. There's the train. Hello, train. I bet you were the one we were waiting for. That what is that, 375 over there? Ha! And their Bromley South platform is crawling onto our HUD. 3 to 4 days. Thank you, PT. You do good work as an administrator. A+. And we're in a 60. Off we go. Oop, but we have a yellow, so let's not go off too enthusiastically. Single amber, in fact, so that signal in 0.43 miles might be red. Might indeed. Like many other programs. Yeah, if we have to have a tiebreaker, that's going to be interesting. It's been a while since we had to have a tiebreaker poll on Chematech, and I don't think we want to do a four-way first place. I think that would be awkward. What do we have ahead? We have a red. Let's stop for it. I see it. I see it. Thank you. Full service. I let that go a little bit long, but I think we'll be okay. There's another 465. Yeah, that was... I should have started slowing down sooner for that, but no harm, no foul. Oh, well, okay. That's good then. See, this is what I should know. I'm being a bad administrator. Spending too much time on my job that pays me money. Come on, signal. Don't make me stop. It's going to make me stop, isn't it? It's going to be unkind, not kind. Take a look at our train while we wait for the signal. Just double check it hasn't changed yet. Nope, it has not. Nice train. We have 4 coaches on our class 465 today. In this not unattractive, I have to say, navy, white, and light blue southeastern color scheme. I don't hate it. I even like this half toning here where they fade the ends. Not bad. There's a yellow. Let's go. The trolleys I've been driving lately, the rules at the museum say you have to sound the horn twice before moving forward at all times, even when you're not in a yard. So I've gotten into that habit. Geopipe is going well, thank you. It is keeping me very, 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 very busy. But we have some employees, more than when I made my last video, I think. I don't think we had settled on a 4th employee at that point. But the team is gradually growing. We have some more customers, we have some more technology, we have some more potential investors. So everything is going quite well, thank you. I have no time and I don't sleep, but other than that, it's good. Other than that, it is good. Not everything is as good as Geopipe is going, but you know, life goes on. Life continues apace, and then you die. Sorry, spoiler alert. There's a 4-car stop. Let's stop at the 4-car stop. The problem with all these platform 4s is it's tough to tell the platform 4 markers from the 4-car stops. And doors. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bromley South Platform 4. If Bromley South is your final destination, please detrain now and take all your stuff with you, because we don't want it. That didn't turn out too badly. Maybe 8 to 10 feet short of a 4-car stop. Could have done a lot worse. Could have done a lot worse indeed. Hello, 465. And hello, cars that I hear on this road above us. Now we're a car. Ah! Help. I don't like it. Let's go back to being a train. Let's go back to looking vaguely uncomfortable as the operator of our train. 8:24 a.m. Bromley South. Timeliness bonus. Brakes off. And off we go. Off we go. Off we go. Those brakes are a little bit slow to release. Yep, it was February 24th. I looked it up at the beginning of this stream when I last streamed Train Simulator. I cannot believe it. And I've actually only played Train Simulator once, i.e. last night, since then, which is shocking. I do play quite a bit of Heroes of the Storm lately with my co-founder ElfPrince13, and that's always a fun time. It's a little bit less of a time commitment. Games are anywhere from, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes usually. So, you know, Train Simulator tends to take quite a bit longer. I think the scenario we're playing today is ostensibly 65 minutes. A little bit over an hour. So, that is that. Plus, it's a time to socialize with him and get to do some fun stuff since we are best friends besides co-founders. Get to do something other than just work on the company all the time, which can stress out a friendship. Yep, GitLab activity. I know, PT. I know. You keep writing PRs, you keep implementing features, and I keep being slow to deal with them. I did start looking at that centering stuff, actually, PT. I should talk to you about this at some point, and discovered that I can't actually find the code on our production site. So that's a problem. That was a double amber right there. So our next signal in 0.4 miles will be at worst a single amber. FYI. You should see my GitHub activity, though. It's off the charts. Of course you can't because it's private repos, which I don't have show up on my public profile, but I do write a lot of code there because I'm being paid for it. I mean, I certainly have spent 20 years working on Chematech and not being paid for it because it is a labor of love, and I wish I had the time to do it and not be paid for it. But alas, I want Geopipe to succeed. My plan continues apace. My plan that involves things like having my own private train car, having a nice house, things involving Vermont, and all that good stuff. So, oh well. Control F. Well, yes, I did grep around and I actually could not find the center tag, so I'm worried it might have gotten overridden by another commit. Overwritten, in case that wasn't clear. Although I suppose overridden would also be accurate. Tonight I need to roll out a potentially dangerous change from our dev environment to our production environment. I have that scheduled for when I finish this stream, in fact. So wish me luck. Our next stop, by the way, St. Mary Cray. We're currently estimated to be on time, although we've been chasing yellows. So, ooh, that's a red ahead, isn't it? Yeah, let's not go through the red. No spatting, no signals passed at danger for us today. Nope, went yellow. Very good. Very good. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. The goal is going to be not to break anything in production that I can't fix within 2 hours. Yeah, I see it. Thank you. We've got a diverging branch converging in to our left. Very good. Very good. Double amber means we are free to proceed, more or less. And there was no indication on that feather. I call it a feather. I don't know. Is there a correct name for that? Especially people like Electromotive who are more familiar with UK sort of rail things. I think it's called a feather. But I am more than happy to know that I am wrong. We have a 90 zone coming up. That'll be fun. But I think we have a stopping service after St. Mary Cray, so that won't do us much good. Single amber. Time to slow down and think about stopping. Wow, words are hard. Did you know that words are hard? Well, it's not bug fixing. The bug is, it's rolling out a whole new feature, but it's a whole new feature that impacts a lot of stuff about the business side of things, like how billing works. And we've tested it more than thoroughly in dev, but it requires a whole bunch of changes to how things work. So we need to be careful to make sure we don't break anything in production that will still be broken tomorrow morning when people go to use the product. You know, so being successful and, you know, not deleting things, for example. So I updated our backup system and made sure that all of our backups are currently complete to make sure that if I do terribly break something, that we can still back out of it. All kinds of things you need to think about when your website going down means the money goes away. I mean, I suppose we do that with Chematech too. We are extremely careful with how we update Chematech. We have planned downtime, we do it at night, etc., etc. That's why it's my baby. That's because it's my baby. That's why I spend my time on it, because I love it. And I appreciate that you guys care about Chematech and the community as well, including coming and watching me play trains, which is absolutely not related to calculators, but is a fun thing. I think so anyway. I hope you guys do too. St. Mary Cray is coming up. Let's get some speed off so we can enter the station at my favorite speed. Well, actually, let's go a little bit slower than 37 going in. Step 2. Full service. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. AWS. Yep. Platform 4. Where's our 4-car marker? Where is it? There it is. Oh. Oh. I think we just did a good job. I think that was some professionalism right there. Doors are open. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Not bad. Not bad. A little bit early. I think I thought this was the 4-car marker for a second. This is the problem with these silly old platform markers. We did make it to St. Mary Cray quite early. Quite early indeed. Some 30 seconds early, in fact. Please do not leave bags unattended. Don't do it. Not allowed. I hear birds chirping even though it is apparently winter. Guys, hello. Train's over there. If you want the train, you should get on the train. He doesn't look very happy. Something on his phone is making him mad. Oh dear, somebody's not having a good day. Continuously run Python scripts. Other than hosting them on a server, no. Not really. What you're probably talking about is some kind of virtual hosting. You probably want like 1 core and a gigabyte or so of memory on some random instance. I think Google Cloud, actually, the free tier of Google Cloud will give you like a micro instance, which is probably 1 vCPU and a tiny amount of RAM for free. That's probably your best bet, PT. Probably indeed. Well, yeah, you can leave your computer on, but the other problem is what if your internet goes out? And also, you know, if it's something that needs a public-facing IP, that can be an issue. But it sounds like that's not the case in this case. We're in a 90. Let's go 90. By the way, you know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to save because, you know, reasons. Just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. Wow, this track is quite overgrown. It's a lot of weeds. Full power! Let's get some Doppler effect action going. Apparently my horn doesn't work from far away. Fascinating. Next stop is going to be Swanley in 2 1/3 miles. I really hope I didn't miss a signal. That would be terrible. I'm pretty sure we had a green when we left St. Mary Cray. AWS. Cool. We're good. Full power! I wonder what the top speed of these is. I don't actually remember what the 465's top speed is. Phonetic alphabet. Remember to repeat the message back to him, her. That's correct. That is necessary on my trolleys and trains as well. Boo! Boo that you have to leave for a bit, the last millennial. See you soon. I hope you return shortly from whatever you have to leave for. So rude. I'm just having a giggle, mate. Having a giggle. "75 miles an hour. And there's a 75 zone before Swanley, so there we go. It feels so weird to be driving on this side of the tracks. It feels like I'm wrong railing it. Operating, excuse me. One never drives a train, one operates. I beg your pardon. I also haven't seen any grade crossings yet. I hope I'm not missing them. For which I should sound my whistle. Hello there, train. That 375 is outpacing us. Looks like he's going to stop across the platform from us. Ooh, I did that a little too early. Just a tad. Where's our 4-car marker? Are we going to be here on time? No, we're not. What? How did that happen? Let's just stop. Wait, yes we are. We're going to be precisely on time. That was weird. I guess it was counting the time till we got to the 4-car marker. Which was where? I should find out for the next time I have to operate this particular route. Oh, it's way up there, isn't it? Problem is now this is going to take longer because we have to wait for everyone to get on. Ah, it's an S-car stop. S-car stop at the end of the platform. First class on this 375. Very nice. Very nice. Swanky. I wish I was in first class, like these cool dudes over here. Doors are closed. Timeliness bonus. Off we go. Notch 3. Come on. There we go. It has been hammered into me that you shouldn't slam the controller all the way over, but if we're driving like a rapid transit driver, I suppose that's what we should do. Operating like a rapid transit operator. 90-mile-an-hour zone coming right up. See if we can race past our friend, this class 375 over here. We are not diverging, so we don't need to go 20. Ah, hello and goodbye. Next stop is going to be Farmingham Road, platform 2 in 3 miles. What is that ahead? Is that just a tree in the middle of the route? Must be. Must just be a really big tree. We are well on our way to 90 miles an hour. Ooh, look at those whistle boards. Operational error? Oh, did I miss a whistle board? Is that what that was? That's dumb if so. I must have. I thought those showed up on the HUD. Well, well, well. Today we learned. Yep, that's what happens when I stare at the HUD instead of at the side of the track. My mistake. Sorry, train. Those are tall trees, as a matter of fact. AWS. If I just held down the horn continuously the entire route, would that do the trick? I think my braking is slightly premature. Let's ease off the brakes for a bit. We need to get to Farmingham Road, platform 2 at 8:40:15, and we're estimated to get there at 14 seconds early. Hello, other 465. Now let's put some braking on. Especially since we're going down a hill here. Ooh, a little more, I think. That's good. That's not a long platform. Goodbye, 4-car stop. Hello, 6-car stop. We will pretend to be a 6-car train. We apologize for you having to walk slightly further, ladies and gentlemen. Our operator is not familiar with where the 4- and 6-car stops are on this particular route. Let's see what's on our agenda for the day. Farmingham Road, then we need to go to... Ooh, I can barely read those. Longfield, Mealpam, Soul Street, and Rochester. Oops. Escape is not the key I wanted there. You also notice that I backed off the brakes just a bit. Timeliness bonus, very good. Doors are closed. Off we go. skip straight to notch 2, notch 3, and of course, notch 4. Nice. I always enjoyed that audio bug in Train Simulator where if you go outside the cab, sometimes it'll play the door closing beep followed by the door closed sound, even if the door's closed quite a while ago. Next stop is Longfield in 2 1/3 miles. Gotta watch out for those whistle boards as well. And AWS, of course, says ding. As always. As always. I'm not sure if this train's top speed is much beyond 75 miles an hour based on our experiences so far, so I don't think I have to worry too much about speeding in a 90. I do not think so. There's Longfield, platform 2 showing up on our HUD. Very good. AWS, what does AWS want us to know about? It's a good question. Whatever it is, I'm going to slow down. Is there a speed limit coming up? Is it a 75? Are we diverging? No. What was that AWS alert for? Not actually sure. I would have expected a speed limit change. Odd. I'm gonna keep slowing down. Oh, that was a 6. No? We went straight on. Weird. Notch up. AWS says all is well. Giving us a little power to get us up this hill. And a little bit more than that. Start powering down. One might even say braking. One would be correct if one said that. Platform 2. Where's our 4-car stop? Where's it? We're gonna be late. Let's not be late. Let's just stop. Oh, there it was. It was up there. We weren't far off. Nor were we that close, but oh well. It was up here. Now we know. This is a slightly longer platform. Alright, so maybe I don't have to be quite so cautious about entering these stations at about 30 miles an hour. Maybe I should be going more like 37, as usual. What I like to enter stations at. Should go with my gut. Timeliness bonus, luckily no penalty there. Off we go. Wait for the brakes to come off. There they go. And there we go. Notch 3. Notch 4. Full power. And away we go. Let's hide in the bushes here. Nice. That was attractive. Very nice. Also, the best way to miss AWS alerts and go into emergency braking, going outside your cab and focusing on screenshots. We have proven this time and time again on my channel. When will we learn? Never. Never. We will just keep making the same mistakes and getting our heart broken when AWS kicks in. Next stop is Miopum. I have no idea whether I'm pronouncing that correctly. Feedback would be appreciated, although I suspect it's wrong. Miopum. Miopum. I do enjoy this countryside. This is a nice countryside. I hope I get to explore this in person someday soon. That would be pleasant. That would be fun, in fact. Hello, train 375. A long 375. That looked to be about 8 coaches, if not 10. We should probably think about stopping for Miopum and not just speeding through. I left that a little bit late. This is going to be dicey. Dicey indeed. We're probably going to be okay, but only barely. Yeah, it's going to be okay, but again, that wasn't great. Yeah, we were more than okay, actually. I had a few seconds there. But again, not many. Ding. Hello, 4-car marker. Well, if I either super undershoot it or super overshoot it, that appears to be the rule of the day. Hello, skateboarder. IRL. Doors. Let's notch ourselves down to step 1 of braking. Good night, PT. Thank you for joining me for this section of the route. I hope you have a good night, and talk to you tomorrow. Also, the last millennial, you're back and you didn't mention it. I'm so offended. I will solve my offense by drinking some water. Much better. You are forgiven. I have so many emails to write. A likely story. Just got back. Psh, that's what they all say. Notch 2. Notch 3. Notch 4. 750 amps. That seems correct. And we're in a 70, FYI. So let's not go more than 70. Next stop is Soul Street. That may be our last stop before Rochester. That may indeed. It's not that far to Soul Street either. It's in half a mile. Cool. AWS agrees that ding is the word of the day. Notch infinity! Infinite speed! Oh, now this might not go well. This might not go well at all. We should be okay. I gotta stop cutting that so close. Our poor passengers are probably getting jumbled around back there. Yeah, I see it. Thank you. Where's our 4-car marker? Do we have an S-car stop? Looks like. Yes, we do. S-car stop. For the uninitiated, an S-car stop means all services stop here regardless of how many cars they have. And doors. Let's make sure these front doors actually open. They did. Hooray. Notch Infinity War, am I right? Which I didn't see yet, so if anybody says spoilers, I shall be mad. I shall defenestrate you. Well, this place looks pretty boring. There's no one around. There are trains, however, so maybe it's not so boring. We got another 100 points. We just need one more 100 points, and we will have 970. Knock wood. Ladies and gentlemen, our next and final stop will be the new Rochester Station. Rochester Station is our next and final stop on today's service. We thank you for riding Southeastern. And of course, make sure you have all your stuff, because we don't want it at all. And if you leave it here, we will give it away to charity. Six miles till Rochester New. Let's hope we have clears all the way. There's one. And we're in a 75, by the way, and we're going down a steep hill, so we probably will have to throttle down at some point. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. Let's keep it there. Very good. The acceleration from this hill is being balanced by the friction and resistance from our motors. Or something like that. Could just be air resistance. It could indeed. Oh, this is pleasant. This is very pretty, actually. AWS. Double amber. Oh, we have a ways to go. I'm not even going to bother with that yet. Well, a little bit. But really, we have a long way until the next signal. I also see a whistle board up there. Let's not miss it. Let's not get another 20 points off. I would like a gold star, please. I know it's not time yet. But I don't want to get 20 points off. Now we're coming up to that signal, so let's put step 1 braking on. That should be good. Because we still have another 1.5 miles till our next signal. Also, we're currently estimated to be 19-20 seconds late to Rochester. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Amtracker! There's so much I haven't done on Amtracker lately. I can't even tell you how little I've done on Amtracker lately, and I'm really sad about that. Thank you for bringing that up and reminding me. There are a lot of things I should be doing. I have a long delayed letter I need to finish writing. I have Amtracker. I have a calculator thing that I really need to be doing. Just too much. Too much. I need like 3 more. I mean, I've been saying this my whole life. I've been saying this since I was in high school, that I need like 3 more of myself to do all my projects for/with me. But the problem is, they would all come up with ideas too, and they'd have their own projects. So then they'd need more Kerms, and it would just be a tragedy. It would just be too much. we'd be overrun with kerms. I suppose I should probably worry about whether this is a red signal. It's not, though. Now we're theoretically over 30 seconds late to Rochester? That's nonsense. Let's speed up. Countermanding signals be damned. That's a single yellow, the next one could be red. Infinite kerms! Calculator thing as in DCE, no comment. No comment. I really, really wish I could tell you guys about this. What? This better be a single yellow, or I might go through it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not a single yellow. We are gonna spad. We are gonna spad. We are gonna uh-oh. Phew. We got lucky there. We got very lucky. We might have stopped in time. We might have stopped in time for that, but geez. Safety in the interest, safety being sacrificed in the interest of on-time-ness. That's what we need. That's definitely the correct choice. Not. Yeah, so I really want to work on Amtracker. The thing that I got caught on last time was computing the what? Oh, hell. Oh, hell. No, my points. My points. My points. No. Where did that speed limit come from? Where did that speed limit come from? That was going so well. Oh, no. My points. Now I'm sad. Oh, that is tragic. That is really sad. Now I am a sad Kerm. This is what happens when I talk about things that aren't driving my train. I miss speed limits. Well, I guess I'll have to go back to that save point at some point, not for this video, but some point soon, and get my 970. Possibly even better, I should be able to get a 990 if I don't miss the whistle board next time. That one whistle board. Oh, that was going so well. That's beyond frustrating. Well, life is disappointment. We knew that. We knew that. Life is pain. But it builds character. So there's that. I always like this bridge. This is a very unusual and very cool bridge. Speed limit. We will easily get under that 15. Easily. And we're going to diverge off to the left here. To Rochester New Platform 3. Are we going to be on time? Well, we're going to be on time at least. After all that. Yep. That's a great question. No, those are not speed detectors. The speed detectors are those square things in the middle of the track that look like grills. You know, I have to admit, I'm not sure what those orange bars are. I am not sure at all, and that is a great question. Hopefully somebody will know. Either today or in the comments. If you know what those orange bars are that are sometimes across the tracks on this route, please let us know. For we have much curiosity. Wait, we're super on time. Oh man, this station actually looks familiar. I've seen real life videos of this station and they look like this station. Huh, I'm impressed. There's our 4-car stop. Might as well do it right. After all that. And there we go. Doors are open. Well, we have made it successfully, for some value of successfully, to Rochester, driving all the way from London's Victoria Station today. We were driving for about an hour and 4 minutes. We sped a little bit twice. We missed a whistle board, and then we sped a lot. So we're ending with the unfortunate score of negative 117 points. Could have been 970. I will definitely go back and fix that. Great work. All tasks completed successfully. Let's see how well you did. We know how well I did. The speed I got, the score I got was 0. Oof. That's really brutal. Brutal. We were going 48 in a 30, 50 in a 30. We went into emergency brake a little bit. Yep, that's disastrous. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again. It has been an absolute pleasure to stream Train Simulator once more. I have greatly missed it. I doubt I will be able to make a great deal of time to do it lately, especially since I often spend a weekend day doing actual train driving or track fixing or overhead wire maintenance stuff at the museum at which I volunteer. But it is always a pleasure when I can. Your comments, questions, suggestions, thoughts on what you would like to see me do in the future are, as always, welcome in the comments if you feel like it. You should smash that bell, as they say on YouTube, which is utterly obnoxious. But, you know, if you like the things that I do, hopefully you will want to see more of them. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your evening, your day, or whatever it happens to be for you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care.